drove the attraction of Hambantota. When Bungala, a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, is praised for its birdlife and distinctive wetland habitat. The University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Sciences. Hambantota is a charming location on Sri Lanka's southern coast, which is surrounded by the enormous Indian Ocean. The natural wonders of Yala National Park and Bungala National Park, which are close by, drove the attraction of Hambantota. When Bungala, a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, is praised for its birdlife and distinctive wetland habitats, while Yala is well known for its leopard population and other fauna. Under sections 24A and 18 of the Universities Act No. 16 of 1978, the University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Sciences was founded in 1998 as an institution that offers higher education to the farming community, irrespective of age, geography, time, and academic background. In 2000, the UGC affiliated Magampura Agro-Technology and Community Services Center in Valigatha, Hambantota was merged into the institute system. Currently, the institute educates over 1,000 undergraduates. We held 7 convocations throughout this time span, graduating hundreds of agricultural students. Many of these graduates hold top positions in agriculture, both locally and internationally. The rest of the grads host their names as entrepreneurs and innovators throughout the world. The vision of UCIRS is to become the most sought after and most outstanding educational institution dedicated to entrepreneurial agriculture and sustainable natural resource management in Sri Lanka. The UCIRS provides the most serene and tranquil learning atmosphere for its pupils. Under the creative direction of its distinguished director, Professor Champati, UCIRS is committed to stimulating agro-technological advances and sustainable rural development. UCIRS is divided into 2 independent but supportive departments, Agro-Technology and Food Technology. Dr. Nisansala Vidhanapathirana directs the Department of Agro-Technology, which focuses on developing innovative agricultural practices, increasing crop productivity, and promoting sustainable farming approaches. Meanwhile, Ms. Supipi Navaratna leads the Department of Food Technology, which works to develop creative solutions to fulfill the expanding demand of the food sector, while assuring quality and safety from farm to table. UCIRS is home to Sri Lanka's largest tissue culture laboratory, which is fully equipped with cutting-edge technology. This laboratory specializes in the production of permanent plants and numerous floral plant species that are in great demand and supplied throughout the country. UCIRS also has specialized laboratories, such as an engineering lab and a chemistry lab. The chemical lab is notable for its sophisticated equipment and PCR technology, which enable advanced study and experimentation. In addition, UCIRS has a contemporary computer research laboratory and smart classroom facilities that use cutting-edge technology to enhance the learning experience. The University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Sciences is a prominent institution that combines academic knowledge with practical experience. Our farm territory is a complete ecosystem that includes cattle and farming areas. The dairy unit, which functions as a smart cattle shed, ensures optimal milk production under controlled settings. In addition, we integrated a smart goat and poultry unit, as well as a safe and smart piggery unit. Students have an important part in managing these units by using their classroom knowledge in real-life scenarios. The UCIRS Sales Center is a major centerpiece of our agriculture. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables grown by our students are offered at reasonable costs. Furthermore, our most popular dairy product, UCIRS Set Yogurt, is prepared from milk from our calf unit. Art Society, a sports club, and a media unit all play important roles in UCIRS students' aesthetic and social development. Here, all of the students come together and celebrate Christmas, Vesak Poya, Poson Poya, the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, Taipong, the annual Iftar, and many more. The first National Symposium of the University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Sciences, Nsatrs 2020, was held on December 15, 2020. We have been on an incredible journey since 2020, and we are now on our way to the remarkable 5th Symposium. This is a brilliant opportunity for everyone to promote their research and innovations. This is our mother, UCIRS. Thank you.
It's another, him, because when I was in Rohuna, he was the Vice Chancellor, and other distinguished guests, and academics, and all the students. I first try to share my presentation and let me know whether you can see. Hello? Can you see?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, then shall I start?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you very much. Because sometimes I am very far away in the southern hemisphere. You guys are in northern hemisphere, and there may be some sound, maybe something happening, but there are so many pictures. It will speak to you. Anyway, here is good afternoon, around 10 past 2, and good morning to you all. My name is Vijita Senadira. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to do this talk. Special thanks go to Champati for his valuable organization and others involved in this task. I'm hoping to talk a bit about the field of food engineering and its related research supervised by me for doctoral studies, and most were done by my PhD students. These research do not need much more money, and you need some curiosity, initiation, patience, and endurance. I am presently a senior lecturer in the University of Southern Queensland in a School of Engineering. My area related to drying of food materials and related topics, but I teach entirely different subjects. In this page, there is a lot of information given. If somebody wants to contact me, just write to me. That's it. Okay, we go to the next slide. This slide that I like to put here, these are Sustainable Development Goals set in 2015 by United Nations. Out of there are 17 sustainable goals. There are many important ones. It is a poverty, world hunger, climate change, and world peace. These are more related to your conference. And then I'll tell you the food industry is an opportunity position to take on several of these challenges. Environmentally friendly, affordable, and efficient developments within this field can target to the goals of world hunger, green employment, and economic growth. Innovation of industries are some of them. Go to the next slide. I am trying to do, because if you look at the food processing in the industry, there is an immense help coming from mathematical modeling. But before come to mathematical modeling, you have to think. You have to think. It various things generate in your brain when you think. We use advanced level physics to understand. You don't need a degree to understand. You need only physics. There are few simple facts. I talk about the drying. I consider important understanding. As you can see, there are few common variations during drying. There's a circle of things. One of the most common techniques, 20% of the entire world is a little bit, or it doesn't matter. Then there are macroscopic and microscopic changes. Macroscopic and microscopic means inside and outside. Morphological changes in cellular structure. You know, in drying, something will happen, water removed, simply, then you get surface sprinkling, density variations, and porosity development. Also, you need to understand when you go ahead, there are, if you get a plant food, it is start with macro scale, then after that cell aggregate and tissues, it goes to micro scale, mesoscale, and nanoscale. These are the scale we are going to do. Then after that, in the drying, state of the, here in this slide, I try to explain a state of the art of numerical models to simulate food drying. There are various models given by people and the researchers. There are macro scale models, single and two-phase transport model. That is, means single phase, two-phase means if you get a material, there is a gas inside, water inside, then there are two phases. Sometimes there is a three-phase transport also. The micro-scale models and multi-scale model. Micro-scale model means what is happening inside, and multi-scale model means if you combine different things. Here there are two diagrams given. These are the way we think we are going to do. There is somebody has known there is something called finite element modeling, but finite element modeling will destroy when the something is tracking. In the drawing, tracking is a phenomenon. Okay. There are in the other side, it is a numerical model of plant cellular structure. What is happening in plant cellular structure? You will familiarize with the cellular structure. A helpful tool for analyzing plant cellular structure is actually dynamic. You have to understand the dynamic, how water moves, how volume reduction. You have to think. Generally consumes less time. If you go to mathematical modeling rather than in experiment, you have less time, no money. There is a compared to experimenting with real plant structures. There is a grid-based modeling, something like a grid. It is called finite element modeling or finite difference modeling. It is more mathematics. There's another thing called mesh tree modeling. You don't have a mesh. People use this in astronomy and space travel. We use that one. Then out of that, we use these three smooth particle hydrodynamics. Or maybe it is limiting to you, but I can explain simply. Discrete element methods and post-grain methods. These are modeling techniques. Then people have used many numerical modeling attempts on plant cellular structures. Then something like maybe first picture is like that. After water removed, it comes here. Also, some people did and make a leaf, and they can make a leaf in mathematics. Recently, I examined the PhD thesis. There was a student did, if you are spraying a droplet of spraying liquid, how it is going through it. It's a brilliant result. It came to me, I examined it. I said, give the PhD. Okay, then they created the leaf in mathematics and put a droplet and did everything in mathematics. Okay. Then FDN based methods, if you go to finite element and finite difference methods, strength suitably made for studying solid contents, widely used for a long time. They used in the past solids, not the liquid. There are weak, limited ability to deal with multi-phase phenomena. Multi-phase means if you get a food material, there is a gas inside, there is water inside, there is some other things. Limited ability to deal with large deformation. Large deformation means if you have a big probe, when you dry it, it becomes a very small probe. It is a large deformation. Difficulties in incorporating complex physics. Then you need to understand why it is going to happen using your physics knowledge. Okay. Then normally, wood dehydrogenation change of cellular structure is a challenge. When your left side, you see the props. After that, on your right side will change. Then you should be able to predict why these wrinkles happen. If you can find the temperature or any combination of drying conditions, not to make these wrinkles and get a straight product, that is good. Everyone likes it. Okay? Then this is how microstructure changes. You know that, you are agriculture people, and then how the shrinkage happens. It is something like you start with, this is the apple pit, on the left side, end up with this one. If you put certain cells and arrange in a square, you end up with this one. You can understand that. It is very simple. Okay. Then after that, what happened was, I was thinking, why we cannot model drawing with mathematical model? No one has done in the world. This is the first time. We did it long ago, done by my first PhD student. He is a professor in Chaminda Karnataka. He is a professor of mechanical engineering in University of Pune. He is the first professor in mechanical engineering. Then what we did was, we have to do a basic, what we assume was, if you get a part of a plant material, you see this picture. And then after that, we thought these are the cells, 2D cells arranged in for this picture. We as a mathematical representation of a cylinder. It is like we approximate a plant cell to a cylinder with uniform longitudinal cross section. Top surface is used as a 2D model. It is 2D model. It is a simplified representation of actual 3D cell because it is 3D, but we assume this is a unit dimension. Then next thing is, if you separate one here, then we have a wall and we have inside fluid. Two basic components. One is a cell fluid model. We have to do a model, and we need to do a wall model, cell wall. We use discrete element method. This is mathematics method. The cell fluid with smooth particle hydrodynamics. It can have large deformation, multi-phase, discrete, and multi-scale. Those are terms in mathematics. Don't worry about that. Okay, to do step is, we got it, we put dots. It is the how we do in cell fluid model, smooth particle hydrodynamics. This is the water part. This is the cell wall part. Then we have to make sure in modeling, none of the particles, these blue ones, never pass through the wall. Then we mathematically, for the wall, we put like a repulsion. Repulsion means particle try to go through it, it repulsion back. And attraction. We thought there's a stiffness. The stiffness is very lateral stiffness. There's a damping. You know, damping is like a shock absorber and bending. And if you go to the fluid model, again, repulsion, attraction, and there is a pressure. You heard about the turgor pressure. There's a pressure, and it is a viscous liquid. What is a viscous? Then after the next step, this is a little bit Greek to many people. Anyway, I am passing through this one. This is the overall complete mathematics. Involved in the cell model, it has two components, cell wall and cell fluid. Then we thought how we are going to do with mathematics. And each cell wall is subject to three forces: stiff force, damping force, and repulsion force. It took us a hell of a lot of time to do the literature in the wall. Then after that, we figure out these are the three. These forces are derived using distinct elements method, or it is called, it is a method in the mathematics. The stiff force is calculated using the wall strain in the hoop direction. Strain means, you know, stress strain curve in physics. It's something is like elastic. The damping force is calculated in the relative velocity. It is some adjacent wall. We can do it, everything in the mathematics. The pressure force is calculated by individual pressure inside the cell and density changes and masses of the subject particle and surrounding particles. The viscous force is calculated using masses, relative velocity, relative distance, cell height, and smoothing. There's something called smoothing function. I'll tell you what it is. Smoothing function is, in mathematics, this is called discretization of the model. To do that, you need to have a distance between two particles. Then we have to define something called smoothing function. It is given in the mathematics, in the research paper. We use one smoothing function, okay? This is the equations. I think this is, I don't know, I put it here. This may be of interest to someone. I'll go. Then cell fluid model, this is the fluid. We are making the fluid model. In cell wall model, each cell wall particle is subject to three forces. I told about those things earlier. Now, these are the equations. Don't worry about that. If you know the mathematics, this is nothing. Okay? I think, but then we figure out our up to here, what we have done. We want to do a model, and then we come up with the model. This is the way how we are going to do. We have a wall, we have a 2D, we have some particles inside. Then there is a one thing we need to do. Next thing is drawing model. How we are going to incorporate the drawing. we have to introduce the drying to this model. It can be used for anything, but we are in drying. Then we have to introduce moisture content, turgor pressures, and cell wall contraction pressure. We introduced these ones from the literature. People have measured those things. But at that time, I don't know about now, no one separate the cell. No, nothing. I never heard anyone in the world separate the cell by itself. Maybe in biotechnology, that kind of thing, they can separate, nothing difficult for us. I don't know. Maybe now, maybe. And also, we can simulate tissues. One cell and several more cells will become a tissue. And the excessive, if you have more excessive moisture evaporate, then you get wrinkles on the surface. Usually in drying theory, they say the volume reduction is equal to how much volume of moisture evaporated, not at the end. It is different. That's why we get wrinkles. Then, this is the stage one. Stage one, what we did was, we assume the moisture ratio, it is a dry basis. Initially, it is 1. And we apply 200 kilopascal. This is the turgor pressure. And then we go it into a 0 and we model it. To model, we try to use MATLAB. It is a software, but we cannot use MATLAB. MATLAB is, we need more harder software. We ask them to write, my student to write C++, all the code. And then first, once the single cell is finalized, at the step 2, drying mechanism will be included. I said how it is included: moisture content, temperature, cell wall contraction pressure. We assume cellular sink is mainly driven through the moisture removal. Linkage is the final product of when moisture coming out. So as the drying processes, moisture removed from the cell gradually and ideally the cell diameter should vary accordingly. To simulate this effect, we will use 2 instances on the same initial cell with initial physical property. Then give the moisture change effect by changing the mass of fluid particles, particles inside, which will be equivalent to the non-moisture content of the dried cell at a given time. Then we run the cell model. We have to run in the computer. Based on the wall fluid interactions, the cell particles will evolve and settle to their steady state condition, representing the final predicted cellular dimension of the dried cell. You get this one. It is mathematics. We did it with mathematics. Okay, these are some of the equations. Don't worry about that. The stage 1 test cell is this one, dried cell look like this. And also, if you go to the stretch 2, based on then you get dried cell, because we change the values of pressures, turgor pressures. Even we don't know how to measure the turgor pressures in here. It's very hard, I think. Then after that, I'll tell you, this is the basic idea we want to do. Then we want to write source code in basic smooth particle hydro. We have to write the source codes. It is like an algorithm sort of thing. Then it is the phase 1. Then after that, I'll give you this. First, we conduct a literature review to here understand SPH fundamentals, available softwares and computer coding. That is how we went. Then after that, programming. How to program? We use C++ and visualization software editor. Because visualization means we have to see the circular cell when it is changing the volume. Okay? Then validation, you have to validate. Solve a standard fluid dynamic problem with Poisson's flow. It is fluid dynamic. And compare it. This is not a big thing. It is engineering related thing. And compare results with theoretical solution. I put these values in this slide. If someone wants to interested, it helped me to identify which reference I use. This is a number for a reference, okay? And if you go to the phase 2, You see, so then this one is the initial one, it comes here. And then we incorporate cellular drying mechanism in this step. The first step is different, it is without drying. Then after that, we try to understand ways of, I told you already, ways of incorporating drying mechanisms into spirits and 2D cells. How we do it, we introduce moisture content, test the pressure, cell walls, contact pressures. And then after that, we do the modeling. Step 1, 2D basic single cell. Incorporate drying mechanism. Compare the model cell wall with theoretical values. Conduct cell compression simulations. Compare it with published simulation site. 19 means there's a reference. If somebody needs, I can provide the papers. Okay? And compare the model on cell area and diameter. With the experimental drying data. Next thing is, we go to the phase 3, 2D tissue drying. We assume a tissue, tissue modeling is a combination of many cells. How it is happening? Because the next stage, it is become 2D cell aggregation concept. How it is aggregate, experimental data on tissue, modeling concept, multi-scale. This is multi-scale. The multi-scale modeling method, but Nobel Prize some years back. Somebody gave a method. Ways to incorporate drying mechanics. I told you about that one. And again, do the modeling. First, we start with the cell, and we go to the tissues. This is a many number of cells. It is all 2D. Okay? And to incorporate drying mechanism, I put everything because it will be helpful here. After phase 3, first PhD finished. That's more than enough for a PhD. That my student got best thesis award from Queensland University of Technology. Yeah, I was there. He got money, everything. He came back to University of Queensland. He's a brilliant student. He's a professor of mechanical engineering. Then after that, I got another student to the phase 4. Because we did 2D, then after that, we want to do 3D, like a ball thing. It is the same process, but it is different. It is 3-dimensional, 3D cell modeling concept. Go to literature and find 3D cell modeling concept. Experimental data on single cell in modeling. We do for the 3D, same way. This PhD is given to the development of the methodology. There are different ways you can have the PhD. This is for the methodology. We develop the methodology. 3D basic. This is the second PhD. 3D basic. He's a senior lecturer in Australia. Then incorporate drying mechanism. Same step. Same step. This is the thinking. Go ahead. The same thing. And then he also went for tissue model. There is no spheres. And it is the same way. This is the modeling procedure. I put it here because it is very easy to understand. And then after that, the first student, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 in this project, it is fine. We got the PhD. The second one is phase 4 and phase 5. We got the PhD. And there was another student came for phase 6 from Philadelphia. He did multi-tissue drying. He's in Badul University in chemical engineering. He did this one. I'll explain a little bit more, but I'll show you this. Now you are familiarized with the steps. The same steps we are doing, but with the structure or how it looks like. These are the parameters we use in cell model. All the parameters we use. We use parameters available in literature. Initial cell diameter, initial cell height, cell fluid viscosity. Maybe these are the reference for them. And after that, the simulation results are looking like this. And this is the shrinkages. And this is the first one with the student. But remember how we do that. It is a ball. Earlier one is circle. And you can see the wrinkles. There are two colors here. Then one, this is orange, it's ball. Other one is inside monster. It's the same thing. The green color is like a wall. If you go for cell model with this one, the computer time is very more like a 2 weeks. You put in the computer, it takes 2 weeks. And we were thinking, and we replaced this one with dots like this. And we went from one stage to the other. It is called multi-scale model. We have to think about that. This is how my first model, and then of course then there are different methods in model. The first time. Then after that, that is finished the theoretical part. Then we need to understand and compare with some sort of material drawing. Then one of my master students did cell boundary detection microstructural approach. We got the microstructure of this potato. And then we measured the parameters and everything. This is the binary grayscale. With the processing method, everything is in MATLAB. MATLAB images. And then that's all for the first one. Then these are the publications related to this project. These are the journals. These are brilliant journals in food engineering, applied mathematical biology, all are Q1, top rank. Journal we publish. It's everything. Because my idea is, if somebody do PhD under me, I expect 5 papers in PhD. People ask. Okay, then I'll show you some other thing. This is the idea. This is also a master's student. This is nothing to do with this one, other one. Then I was thinking, when I was in the road, I was thinking, okay, then chicken coming after killing them, we want to separate into, okay, in the conveyor coming different weights, we want to separate in different weights, like than 500 grams to 1 kilo, more than 1 kilo. Then we were thinking. Then he come up with this idea. Then this is the way it look like. You can weigh. Sometimes, if you get the counterweight is less, then it will go up. This is more, this is go up. If it is less, this will go down. Okay, this gave us an idea of this one, from this one. In a spring, if you put a spring and a chicken that way, it is a fulcrum and cantilever. Okay, yes. If you do this idea, you can drop it. If you have a different weights, the spring will extend different. Then you can allocate it to different exits, different conveyor belts. This project got best thesis award in masters. Even now, I still can remember when his presentation, I was the person gave less marks. I gave 98 out of 100. Others gave 100%. Okay, this is how it works. We develop a can. This is entirely mechanical, no gimmicks or anything. Entirely mechanical how it looks like. These are drawings from SolidWorks. You may have familiarized with the SolidWorks. Then I'll show you. This is, we can working model in SolidWorks. Coming and different. These are the conveyors input purpose. It goes to 3 different ways. Then we can identify. It's entirely mechanical. Because there are springs, it presses and it guides along these cams. Okay, I'll play it again. These are mathematics. We never spend a lot of money or something. No, we went to supermarket and do a survey about how much weight we can. Then after that, this is this slide of it is about me. I'm a section board member of food engineering for the general processes. I am in the editorial. I am the only section board member in Australia. Editorial board member of processes. I am also editorial board member. I was a guest editor for journal issues, molecules, foods, dyeing technologies in food processing, agri-engineering in frontiers. I was guest editor. These are the journals. But I think Champati and me publish a paper. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for listening. This is my last slide. This is the place I work. And this is some aerial view. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Okay. Well, I stop the share here. If you have anything, it's up to you.
Thank you, sir. It's now time to welcome our guest of honor. To extend this special welcome, I invite Mr. L.M. Rifnas to the stage to introduce and to welcome Sri Harvinder Singh, the Consul General of India, Hambantota.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very much honored to introduce Mr. Harvinder Singh. He recently assumed charge as Consul General of India at Hambantota. Mr. Singh holds a diploma in production engineering as well as bachelor's degree in political science from Delhi University. Mr. Singh did MBA from School of Economics, Delhi University, and joined Ministry of External Affairs of India in 1995. Upon induction in the prestigious Indian Foreign Service, he has been allocated batch of 2011. Mr. Singh speaks English, German, Armenian, Hindi, and Punjabi languages. He has served in various divisions of ministry at headquarters. He also served in various Indian missions. Dear sir, the stage is for you. Since he couldn't able to join via online, he has sent us his message via a video recording. Let's have a look on it.
Namaste, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. Dear organizers and participants, I'm very happy with this 5th Symposium on Agro-Technology and Rural Sciences being organized by University of Colombo. Friends, I come from a country which is primarily an agricultural country. India has been practicing agricultural activities since ancient times. The vast Gangetic plains provided a lot of fertile soil to people to experiment and to discover what agriculture is. Even today, about 65% of our population lives in rural area, and about 35 to 40% people are engaged in agricultural related activities. The Government of India has been concentrating its efforts on increasing the fertility. Government is working on new technology in the field of agricultural development. In addition to developments in the field of technology, the government has also worked to bring benefits of internet technology and digitization to people in general. The farmer community, the trading community, they have all been brought together online in the form of a national agriculture market. Now, farmers and traders are able to see what produce are available and they are able to get good prices for their products. There are many other schemes of Government of India like Jan Dhan Yojana, which empowers people in rural areas to open their own businesses, to start small scale activities on their own. Government of India is also concentrating its effort to map the aquifers, the water bodies which are available in the countryside, and to ensure that the water and the soil resources are not depleted. Friends, this symposium that is being organized by University of Colombo I'm sure it will be very helpful and it will come out with innovative solutions for the farming, which believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, has been sharing its advancements in the field of science, technology, agriculture with people outside the country. We believe that sharing is caring. Government of India gives about 400 scholarships to Sri Lankan government officials in various fields. People travel to India to the best institutes of the government, which deal with a large number of subjects related to administration, public policy formulation, banking, science, technology, as well as agriculture and rural technology. Many people who work here in Department of Rural Development, Rural Technologies, they have also been to India and they have benefited immensely from these capacity building programs of Government of India. I'm sure this interaction that happens through these programs, it helps people, it helps policymakers, government servants to be abreast with the latest developments in India. And then they can come back and share the benefits with communities here in Sri Lanka. This National Symposium that is being organized by University of Colombo is a very good step in bringing the benefits to people at the ground level, and bringing the benefits to those who are actually involved in rural activities. With these words, once again, I wish all the best to the organizers of this event. I wish them all success. This is a great event. It provides a platform for everybody to come up with their ideas, their solutions, and to help communities, people in general, to come out of poverty and to increase their agricultural production. With these words, once again, all the best to you. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. As we conclude this inauguration session, I invite Mr. A.J.M.C.M. Sirivadana, our Symposium Secretary, to deliver the word of thanks and to express our gratitude to you who made this event possible.
Thank you, Sajani. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the organizing committee, Nsatrs 2024, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who are your invaluable contribution and unwavering support that made this conference a resounding success. Firstly, we are deeply thankful to Senior Professor Chair H.D. Karunaratne, our esteemed chief guest. We express our sincere appreciation for gracing us with your presence and delivering an enlightening address that set the tone for the conference. Professor Champati Gunatilaka for his visionary leadership and constant encouragement throughout the planning and execution of Nsatrs 2024. Your guidance has been invaluable and is sharpening this conference into a memorable event. On behalf of the Nsatrs 2024, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all who made today's events a resounding success. We are deeply thankful to Guest of Honor, Sri Harvinder Singh, Consul General of India, Hambantota, for gracing us with your presence and inspiring words. Keynote speaker, Professor Ranjit Senaratne, Chairman, National Science Foundation, Professor Emeritus, University of Ruhuna, for your enlightening, Dr. Vijitha Senadira, Senior Lecturer, Mechanical Engineering, University of Southern Queensland, Australia, for sharing expertise and insight. Use and expertise enrich our gathering, fostering insightful discussion and advancing knowledge in our field. We look forward to continued collaboration and impactful achievement in the future. Dr. Nisantala Vidanapatirana, your expertise and dedication have been crucial in ensuring the academic rigor and relevance of the session related to agro-technology and food technology. Your insights have enriched our understanding and inspired innovative thinking. Ms. Nelka Srivarnasinghe as a coordinator. Your meticulous planning organizational skills have been commendable. Your effort behind the scenes have ensured smooth logistic and seamless experience for all participants. Ms. Sagarika Priyadarshani, the Assistant Registrar, your administrative guidance kept everything smoothly. We express a heartfelt thanks to all reviewers for sharing their expertise throughout the reviewing process, and belonging manuscript reader, your support has been invaluable. A special mention goes to dedicated academic staff members of UCIRS whose commitment to excellence in education and research serve as an inspiration to us all. Technical specialist, Mr. Ramesh Lakmal and Ran Chamara, for your meticulous evaluation and invaluable feedback. All the authors, we extend our heartfelt thanks to all authors for their exceptional research contribution, which have enriched our understanding in Nsatrs 2024. Today's event has been a culmination of dedication, expertise, and collaboration. Each of you has played an integral role, making this event memorable and productive experience. Your participation and contribution have set of high standard for future endeavors. Also, we are grateful to all the sponsors for their numerous donations. Last but not least, we are deeply grateful to the enthusiastic students and diligent media unit of UCIRS whose active participation and coverage have significantly contributed to the success of this event. In conclusion, has been a testament to collaboration, knowledge sharing, and academic excellence. Your support has been vital, and we look forward to continue our journey in advancement and innovation in the field of agriculture. Thank you once again. We are eagerly anticipate future opportunities to come together and create meaningful impacts. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With ceremonial proceeding concluded, we invite all attendees to join the technical sessions that follow. Your active involvement and insights are vital to success of this symposium. Thank you, and we hope you find today's symposium enriching and inspiring. Let us now proceed to our first technical session. You can join with us via YouTube and Facebook Lives from social media. Stay tuned with us. And now let's stand for national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata. Sri Paridi, Sueti Ati Sokamana Lanka, Jaya Kaya Vikaman Pala Turu Kiri Jaya Bhumi Ramya, Apahata Sapa Siri Sekta Sadhana, Jivana Ganu Nana Abhavakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Abba Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Mata, Ubale Abhavi वे आप शक्ति आप हद उप आप आलोके आपके अनुप्राणी उप आप जीवन में आप मुक्ति उपदे नव जीवन के विपिन आप माता भगवती चित्रमावत बेदारू कैल बलिना यामु यामु वीरोपमा वेदवादा समुद्री गतुरदा नमो नमो